Still sick. Not that it makes me no never mind. All the more excuse to play video games. Am I right? Oh, look at that. Thunderball fists. Do you know what the name Thunderball fists is a reference to? It's a reference to a 1970s Hong Kong flick called The Super Inframan. I'm going to skip Dukino's parent. Could have sworn I read skags are hermaphroditic somewhere. I'll come back when I have the bee and either the ricochet fibber or the lady fist.
Even makes you feel it better. Jack killed my dog a lot slower than he blood. Hey, Slab.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Still in the market for a few things.
Come on back.
What's it take to get a shuttle off this planet?
Buy a gun already. High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
Still interested in a blue 47 or better Teddy SMG. If you're just tuning in, Teddy is one of my nicknames for Tedior. That or just plain Ted. Just like, you know, Jake for Jacobs.
Thanks for the coin.
And now for the latest edition of This Just In with Hunter Hellquist. This is Hyperion Truth Broadcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won. With the death of Roland and the capture of Lilith, the Resistance is no more. The remaining forces are all divided, confused, demoralized. Once and for all, Handsome Jack has proven his moral and intellectual superiority over bandit hordes.
Nothing interesting.
This is Hunter Hellquist saying that Pandora is finally safe. Pandora is finally free.
I don't know why I have to activate that thing every time. Probably just because it's something to listen to.
Jack calls us bandits.
I might as well check all the lockers. Who knows, maybe I'll find something like a blue synergy. Why does no one like the synergy? Some people figure if you're going to use a Vlad barrel pistol, it's got to be an anarchist. It's a conformist way of thinking. Besides, the anarchist is ironically named, since Vladov is patterned after the Soviet Union, and the Bolsheviks oppressed anarchists. Nobody reads history anymore. Otherwise, they'd know that. And yes, I do annoy my friends a lot with my history buff tendencies.
Everybody good?
Shout out to Sir Glefner for being a fellow history buff.
Insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
Nothing interesting in the lockers. It was still, I figured, worth a shot. Let's see if this green double tap is any good. I have an electric shotgun, but this is going to have better range, but then I've got this. Burninator pistol. And this was a disappointment, as I expected it to be. I don't commonly use slag launchers. I like them plain old explodey, if I were to do a Malawan Allegiance run, then I'd make an exception. This was a disappointment too, because the rockets are too slow. I'll probably be sticking that in Clappy's secret stash pretty soon. And I could go ahead and sell this, although I did get some use out of it. It is serviceable. Sometimes the ordinary things are more serviceable than you might expect. I have half a mind to swap my booster out for this purple absorb shield. No. I like boosters too much. Call me a heretic. That's right, I'm favoring a blue over a perp. Only because I prefer Doll over Vlad. Doll Defender. Don't care for it. Double tap is better. Did I bring my lance? No, I stashed it.
When you think murder, think Marcus munitions. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Goodbye.
I know I've mentioned this before. But, Jacob should make, I should say Jake should make.
I'm told there's a new bandit in town. If you're hearing it,
Shields and class mods. I mean, besides the Rough Rider, they should make on a regular basis normal shields and grenade mods. And I imagine they would be minor things.
the sheriff here with this week's bounty. The Lambert twins, $5,000. Class $25,000. Alive is preferable, but I'll take him dead if you've got sufficiently entertaining video evidence to consider.
Don't feel like playing around with these dogs at the moment. I wanted to stab them. I know. Axton is not the melee guy. I like to boost melee with any and all characters. Should have had my Ravager equipped. That would have been the proper tool for dealing with those particular skags. The big one, medium-sized ones anyway. Who doesn't like The Princess Bride? Everyone likes that movie. Nope, DOT is the proper choice, or Explodey, of course. Delta Oscar Tango. I hope Dahl assault rifles in Borderlands 3 utilize a bolt release. A bolt release combined with a non-reciprocal charging handle. Really want a blue double tap or better. Blue or purple. I was only excited about this one. You know, a green one is fine on normal mode. The only reason I was so excited about this one, despite it being green, is because it has a pig sticker on it. So it's my favorite assault rifle with my favorite accessory. That's why I really wanted to use it, because despite its being green, it's not going to hack it. Unlike this, which has hacked it already. This has proven itself. By my standards, anyway. So now I have both long-range and close-range shield breakers. do you suppose pistols are so powerful in Borderlands 2 while assault rifles are so weak? SMGs typically split the diff in terms of effectiveness per round, or rather I should say damage per round. But doesn't that seem backwards to yous? So unstalker-like. By the way, I think if I recall there are the 2 guns called Stalker. I think one is either a ledge or a pearl, and the other one's an ordinary common standard issue Torg shotgun. Aftermarket Hyperion barrel. Had to be sure I didn't accidentally equip that, since it was giving me a hard time. Please have a shield. I was hoping he'd be shielded. Makes it more fun that way, because I get to shoot them with this, and then with this, and these are just ordinary greens. And they're holding their own just fine on Tango Victor Hotel Mike. After I finish this up, I'll probably go over there and loot and plunder. Such an effective combo. I should get some use out of this. Oh, move.
Let's get together, sweetheart.
We got what we need to make a fireball. Go slap the bomb down outside the stage.
Explosives, huh? Pet
I don't wanna see.
Could finish him off with fastball or baby maker, but it gets boring doing the same thing all the time. I get the impression this shotgun would be a decent shield breaker just by virtue of it being as powerful as it is, even if it didn't have electric elemental power.
Well, hello there, Loot.
That would be a real find right there if I was doing a Maliwan Allegiance run. That won't be any good against Dukino's parent, which I think is... It's immune to elements, isn't it? It's susceptible to explodey, if I recall. You hear the storm outside? Did you notice that Prowler, that Maliwan launcher, has a Vladoff barrel and a matching Vladoff exhaust port and a Torg grip? Yeah, I checked that up there. Now, this should be the proper choice.
Tossing the little lady.
Oh, nimble dodger, I see. Had I been using Torg quad. No, I mean Jacob's quad. I thought these guys resisted fire. My favorite Torg shotgun is the Hulk, which has a bandit barrel. Favorite Jake is the quad, which has a Torg barrel. This assuming we're not including ledges or uniques. Just plain basic common standard issue guns that happen to be well parted. Video game logic right there.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, come on. Quit video game logicking me. You see how it bounced off of nothing? The first game was bad about that sort of thing too. How you could get stuck on a non-obstacle.
Except for how goddamn complicated it is. Yeah, wait for it. Lucky for us, Scad's eating crap out of the same hole, so this won't take too long. Follow him and get the bomb back when he hoards it up.
Your physiology is all kinds of messed up.
Tossing the little lady.
Can't you see I'm busy over here? Well, what's the deal? Use key doesn't do anything. Melee doesn't do anything. You have to shoot it. I don't recall this giving me any trouble on normal mode. come on! Enough with the distractions. Trying to complete a very simple task here. What should be a simple task, I should say. Do you hear me pressing the use key? Nope. Don't know why I did that. Probably out of frustration. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Dig through skag pile. I'm doing that. Oh, this game. This is why we have a love-hate relationship with this game, am I right? How is it possible to get through a 4-round burst without a single proc? A single, not one elemental. See, this is something that bothers me about not just video game logic, but Borderlands logic. The fact that it's possible with a burst fire elemental weapon to fire a 4 or even 5-round burst and not get a single proc. Whereas other times you might get 2 or more per burst. I would rather get 1 guaranteed proc for every 4th round, because that would be reliable. Are you? No. Just like last time, that was my fault. By last time, I mean the previous episode. Something similar to that happened. So easy to mishandle the Baby Maker compared to an ordinary Teddy SMG. Yet another reason why I want to swap this out for Blue 47 Teddy SMG, or Purple. Blue or Purple, just ordinary anywhere between level 47 and 50. Any combination of parts. If I had waited just one moment and let myself go into fight for your life and then toss the baby, I wouldn't have died there. Now all the money I gained, and now I'm back down to where I was. 1.7 million. And not only that, but I can't finish the mission, which was my whole reason for coming here. So this whole episode is basically foobar. I thought I at least might get something out of there to make up for it, but no! Now, I wonder if this mission is screwed up because it got screwed up in the previous episode. So now because it got screwed up in one way, that somehow screwed up the entire mission in every way, like a domino effect. I don't get it. I just burned through 2 bursts, that's 8 rounds without a single elemental proc. As much as I've been enjoying this combination of weapons, there are shortcomings that are annoying.
Turret deployed!
Some say you shouldn't put your turrets close to each other. Depends on terrain. This is my doom stick. What if there was a, I've probably mentioned this before, but what if there was a TDR weapon called, I don't know, the Javelin or something like that? And it was, oh, what, it could be a shotgun. With a bayonet. It could have a TDR or Hyperion barrel. It could be a legendary, a unique, a pearl, whatever. What you do is you throw it and it sticks in enemies and then explodes. With a slight delay. Kind of like an E-Tech dart pistol, but way more powerful.
I'd like to remind you folks not to cut down anyone hanging from my gallows. Maybe there was a warning for the rest of you. Fellas that are sneaking. So the next time you see someone gasping for air,
took 5 bursts before I got a single elemental proc. I know it's dull. I know it's not Malawan. That shouldn't matter. You don't have to give me a high proc rate, just give me a reliable proc rate. Kind of a waste, I know, but it wouldn't have been had there been twice as many of them. Plus, I got tired of missing so many shots. Still bummed out about this mission screwing me over twice. Keep telling myself, stay determined, tactician. I'm going to leave and come back. Need to sell some stuff anyway. Let your shotgun do the talking, huh? Or you're using the wrong shotgun at the wrong range. A Jacob Striker could make that distance. Let's not hang around here all day, taking forever. Can't see.
But I'll take him dead if he's got entertaining video.
Hard to aim when I can't see. Just like last time, because of the glare on my screen. Only during the nighttime. Frivolous tactical reload.
Sir, I may have found another potential. He's a commander.
Oh yeah? Where is he now?
He's been captured by bandits. They're, torturing him.
Wow, I'm already impressed.
Just listen.
What's that ring you're carrying, pretty boy? Oh, you got a wife. A pretty wife? Ex-wife. You ain't her type. She prefers men who have more brain cells than teeth. Oh, tell me where she's at. I'm gonna pay her a visit. Doubtful. She's on Thermos with the rest of the battalion. You got a sweet piece of ass waiting for you back out. What the hell are you doing on Pandora, Blood? Getting to know the friendly locals. Ugh.
.6, that's way too high. Way too high a fuse time for me to even consider using it. Well, I recovered a good amount of cashola. Neither of these rocket launchers are my style. I would take a blue version of this that wasn't slag over this. This would be good. I don't know. I'll go ahead and sell that.
Don't die. I need your business.
I know. I don't have to justify myself. I just like talking to myself sometimes. Okay, what was I going to do? Leave and come back and see if that... Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, it rearranged itself again. Oh, or did it? No, there's Sanctuary. Just put them in alphabetical order. It's not rocket surgery.
Did you hear? Roland's dead.
Guys, I got them. You need them.
This just in. Jack doesn't have the balls to kill anybody whose arms are tied behind their back.
It has a hammer and sickle on it. Stop thinking communism is cool. It's not. It's an old idea that appeals only to old minds. It doesn't liberate the worker.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
And Tesla did not defect to the Soviet Union.
Remember, we're always
I do like Tesla grenades, though. They work especially well with a shock trooper build if you want to do something different.
welcome, customer.
But I would prefer shock singularity.
Don't die. I need your business.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor. Catch you later. Bye from me if you want to live.
Yeah. Interesting that I mentioned shock trooper build as I was walking in here, and there's two of them. Nothing interesting in any of the shops. Did I check these? I forget. Yeah, I did. Let me check something for just a moment. All right. I can't fight the sheriff or her deputy if I can't get this part of the mission done. And I want those artifacts.
Welcome, customer. Tell your friends, Marcus Munitions.
I'll get you.
Damn it, everybody stop raiding the mine. Iridium is Siberia's #1 priority.
Should get some use out of this. Really?
Not dead yet!
A couple of you have learned that Handsome Jack's my boyfriend. If you're worried that means I'm just a pretty face who got this town as an anniversary gift, well, you know what.
Nisha was the first character I played in the pre-sequel. Dull guns work very well with Showdown. If you like to aim down sights during Showdown. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have brought that electric Malawan pistol. And then so I could do the opposite of what I have been doing, if you see what I mean. Fire pistol, electric sniper rifle swapped out for electric pistol and fire sniper rifle. Melee is fun, even if you're not playing as a melee character. Let's not take all day. Oops. Getting frustrated now. Why I'm making mistakes so much. Not the right tool for the job. Those always have a greater area of effect than I expect them to have. Frivolous tactical reload. Now, I would bet you almost anything this still isn't going to work. But I hope I'm wrong. Let's find out. And I'm wrong, and I'm glad. I like being wrong about stuff like that. Pleasant surprise.
Just slap that on the bank wall and wait for the fireworks.
Now it's resisting fire. Maybe it's just the Skag that resists fire, and the Rider doesn't. Maybe that's why I was seeing fire effect. Or you know what I mean. I don't have to explain myself. Should be using my Snyder. Up and over pile. There are multiple reasons why I like a tactician build. It works well with amp shields, especially if you combine it with a protection relic that increases shield capability.
I'd like to remind you folks not to cut down anyone hanging from my gallows. There is a warning to the rest of you. The next time
Don't get stuck on the scenery, chump. Frivolous tactical reload. Up and over pile.
Rumors that Lynchwood might be civilized his opportunity are not to be believed. Let Jack have his ivory towers. I came to Pandora for action.
Frivolous tactical reload. Blue Bandit Incendiary, and it has a bandit barrel. Junk. See? Well, it's a blue 47 rated against the green 48, but what we're really looking at here is doll versus bandit. And the only way a bandit pistol can contend with a doll is if it's a rat-a-tatter.
A bank robbery. Now you're talking. Get 'em, boys.
That slab busted the bank. Let's loot the place and kill that idiot.
Oh, crap. Bank dogs. Get rid of them.
Look out! Birds! They're running! They got me!
Yeah. Doing his show-off maneuver. Wait till the battle's over before you do that.
Thank you.
Now, why is it that when I'm... Here, watch, I'll show you what I mean. I went from top to bottom that time, and it worked. I know, that's a lame nitpick. Well, is that a lame nitpick?
You got the money? Now get out of town, Slam, before the sheriff sicks her posse on you.
You looking to get shot?
Four shotguns, I think.
I was gonna die.
Hands getting sweaty again.
Nice robbery. I think you deserve my best. Boys, get after him.
Now, you gotta stash that cash or the sheriff's boys won't ever stop looking for you. Find a good place to hide it and my boys will pick it up later. Don't worry. I'll pay you even more than what you got from the bank job once this is all over.
I should have bought
Let's get to killing.
grenades.
Auto guns, doing them up. See you, bro.
You ever notice how in most videos where they talk about what sorts of builds to use for characters in Borderlands 2, they always talk about advanced builds. They never give people a clue as to what sort of ordinary common equipment they should use early on. People who have reached OP8 levels typically don't need clues like that. They already know what they're doing. So what would be a better idea would be to give new players some idea of what to do early on. What kind of gear to use, what kind of skills per character. And then move on to the advanced stuff afterwards.
Let's meet the missus. What would I do without her?
Some say Axton's turret or turrets die too fast. I think they're fine. You've got to expect that it's going to happen. My explodey is better than yours. Speaking of which, I should switch back to this.
The sheriff has asked me, Deputy Winger, to remind you all of the individual punishments for breaking the 283 laws. I'd read the whole list, but I'm just going to go ahead and head down to be cool.
I didn't realize you have to press the use key twice. I get it though, you drop the cash. Give me the cash! And then you bury it. I don't think I noticed that before. Before, I must have just simply instinctively double-clicked the use key.
Rick always did have a flair for the dramatic. Made a real scene of it when he escaped my jail. Blew it sky high, swore revenge for what Jack and I did to him, said we turned him into a bandit the moment we killed his dog. Dealing with you, I think, is going to be much simpler for both of us. I die or you do. Nice.
Let me know when you're ready for the next job.
Morsel kryptonite on an empty stomach.
Sheriff,
You looking to get
reminding you
shot?
once again to invite all of your best friends.
I don't want to die!
Torg. Oh. Everybody loves Torg. Not everyone appreciates Doll. Pretty sure that's a spawn point for enemies.
What are you looking at?
You've robbed my bank, shot at my town, and destroyed my train. I like you. Main Street. Pistols at high noon. Come alone.
What happens if you actually use a pistol against her?
Fantastic day for capitalism.
Do you get like
A pleasure
an
as
achievement or
always.
something? I've never tried.
We'll help you kill many things.
I've always ended up
You're
using,
my millionth customer. Don't let it go to your head.
well, whatever I felt like using.
Nothing like a good set. 2 words, my friend. If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life.
Now, should I use what I have on hand, or should I go back to Sanctuary and try to get something fancier? Like maybe I could use, just a moment here,
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic.
sell this.
What can I get for you?
Could use that electric mellow one. What was it, an Aegis?
You're an organ donor, right?
I'll just use what I have on hand. But first, I'm going to take a break. So the game decided to crash while I was taking a break. Seems like unreliability has been a recurring theme throughout this episode so far.
You've robbed my bank, shot at my town, and destroyed my train. I like you. Main Street. Pistols at high noon. Come alone.
Feeling overburdened by money.
I guess that means I get to pillage the place all over again.
Farewell, friend.
Give me a blue one of these, please.
Try not to die. Thanks for the scratch. Caviar. Pleasure doing business. Nothing like a good sale. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
Those types of fans always remind me of not only some of the jobs I've worked in the past, but also Eon Flux.
We got incoming!
Sounds like a Torg. Ew, a TDR scope. The heck? Do I have to get close enough to trigger something? Yeah, that explains it.
Take this!
I can see what's in there. Kill it! Yeah!
Throw another! Well, goes wild! Nothing like a turret!
I don't want her to die up there.
You're even tougher than Brick!
That feel good, huh?
You hear her say you're even tougher than Brick? I like the fact that she respects an opponent. Alright, forget the pistols thing.
God damn!
More one for the turret!
Oh, I just noticed the bonus things you can do. You shoot her with a pistol and did not shoot the deputy. That's a reference to a song. What's the name of that song? I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. I haven't heard that in forever.
I can see why Jack had a hard time killing. That won't be well done.
Screw it.
Wait. Did you actually just kill my girlfriend? That's kind of pissing me off. Huh.
That's that then. Come on back.
What are you looking at?
Grenade! Throwing magic!
You don't always get the artifacts, I mean relics. I might have tried harder to do those bonuses. But I've encountered so many setbacks this episode that I just don't feel like it. I just want to get it done. Hey, a blue Jake. I'll be taking a look at that. Hopefully it doesn't have a scope on it. Of course it has a scope on it. There's a shop over there. Oh, you came out of nowhere. See what you can do, Hondo. Did it right that time.
Come on, little one. Time to die. I don't want to die.
It's not the size of the gun. It's what you do with it.
Say hello, darling.
Reload. Come on. Okay. Sometimes it just feels like everything takes forever. I don't know if it's my mind brain is over eager for what for.
4-1 bogey.
I've never seen anyone else use booster shields the way I do. I can't be the only one. Ugh, getting tired of this. I get salty faster when I'm ill, as I think most people do. But that still won't stop me.
There you go, Sheriff. Those are the guys who robbed your bank last week. I accept cash. All right, here's your 10 thou. The warrant says 20,000. The warrant also specified alive. Fair enough. The hell you looking so sad for? You're still making more money than anyone around here will see in 6 months. It's not the money. It was just easy, you know? Too easy. What's the matter? You didn't get enough glory in the military? Oh, there was plenty of glory. Just the kind that winds you up on this hellhole of a planet. Angel, are we hearing this?
You're not supposed to seek glory.
Get the Hyperion Truth Network on.
I only came up here for this. Oh wait, there's that crate trunk. I know that was a waste of a fastball. I was in the mood for overkill.
Kill that one.
I really can't get... Smart.
This one's mine!
Tossing grenade!
Lover.
Let's see if I scored that hit. Of course not. See if I can get some fastball splash. No, that's not going to give me enough splash damage. Fastball. There we go.
awesome.
Now, if that was a crowdsourcing, then it would be awesome. Or a development. And honestly, I prefer the crowdsourcing for its greater efficiency. Doll rocks. Doll turrets. Doll pistol. I'm not using my double tap. I should. I should try this kind of combo. Slag an enemy.
Shot in the face before. Gonna cry, baby. This does not conform to my reputation.
Finish you. Why a 22 round mag capacity as per standard with a gun that fires 4-round burst in 2x2 configuration? No one would design something like that. Finish him.
Toss him a little late.
Finish him. I'll take a double tap over the Farouk any day. More efficient. Plain old green double tap on Tango Victor Hotel Mike. I'm only doing this to get use out of the double tap. I know it contradicts what I said earlier about being eager to get this over and done with. Now, why did I have to jump? This is video game logic for you. A normal, ordinary person could just step up onto that deck. But in a video game, you have to jump. TV Tropes and Idioms talks about that. Poor shotgun. Really?
Did you miss me? Take this!
Twice that happened so far. Twice within a minute. Where the last shot was a 2-round burst instead of 4 because they couldn't put 2 more rounds in the mag. 24, multiple of 4. Borderlands 2 and its fancy mathematics. Gauge reference. I intentionally did not shoot him in the head, just so I could shoot him in the head with this. Frivolous tactical reload, not so frivolous with a 4-round burst rifle with a 22-round mag. Dull rocks. Oops. Any worthwhile loot chests?
Welcome to my humble shop.
I really want a blue or better. Like I said before, I'll take a 47 as long as it's blue.
Remember, we're always open.
Same for amp shield. Well, I got that one at least. Should get some use out of that. I thought maybe one of them might hit. Just the very top of his head. Who thought it would be a good idea to give dull guns such piss poor mag capacity as per standard? I'm talking they're more common, specifically assault rifles. Maybe I'll pillage this place one more time. The place with those great big grinders. I'll come back here with the B. And finish you! Too bad the slag wore off at precisely that moment. I expected it would. I'll come back here with the B and either a Lady Fist or a Ricochet Fibber if I get the Ricochet Fibber. The most desirable variant. B plus Rick Fibber, that's my nickname for it, Rick Fibber. Rips Saturn apart in seconds. So I can only imagine it most likely does the same thing to Dukino's parent.
Ready to slice.
Wait, this is what I want. I know that's kind of optimistic for expectation. Kind of a strong word for a Doom cleaner with all bandit parts and an accuracy rating below 20, in this case 17 point whatever. Fine for room length distances though, which is what it's intended for. Even its name suggests that. Room cleaner, or Doom cleaner as I call it. You think these guys have a union? They have a shop steward? They have a boss that they answer to? It's like they're bandits, but also blue-collar workers at the same time.
It's killing time!
In my eyes!
How many times does this have to happen? An ammo item gets in my way, so it becomes a hassle just to pick up an ordinary thing. Don't give me shit like that to nitpick about, and I won't nitpick about it. Could have just let my turret kill it, but I have to be all complicated. It's less fun to let the turret do all the work. Turret or turrets. Why did that take nearly a full mag?
Grenade!
I forgot to say finish him. Ugh. How do you dodge that? This isn't a Torg. Screw it. Don't feel like dealing with it. Sometimes I do like slag sniper rifles. Now I'm just getting impatient. That's why I'm missing so many shots. Finish him. Finish him. I'm gonna go eat something with my friends. Hopefully the game won't crash again. I'm back and the game didn't crash. Ate dinner with my friends, as I often do. My former roommate, who's gamed with me before, if you're familiar with some of my older videos, you would know him as Hyphen. He's an INFP.
Going master!
Cannibal Freak. I've never seen Cannibal Holocaust, nor have I seen The Green Inferno. And I have no desire to see either of them. Not my style. Man. Nothing interesting. Why did it say Oscar Mike instead of Oscar Tango Mike? For On the Move. Oh. I need to call it here pretty soon for this episode. This is probably going to turn out to be a long episode. All rules. Finish you. Have you noticed I like to use Dahl and Malawan back to back? All monies previously lost have been made up for, and then some. Just as predicted. So there was purpose to pillaging this place multiple times. What was that? Always time to stop. Take a moment to pillage. Loot and plunder. Finish him. Pick it up, pick it up. Use key, don't fail me now. You've got a Tord. I've got a doll. Double tap is my favorite standard issue assault rifle. Tor glance is my second fave. Overall. Finish him. I will save this for later. And do this before that. This will be for next time. Overeager.
Sentry gun prime! Not dead yet!
Really?
I don't die so easy!
This thing can't be that outmoded.
You will live 2 minutes.
I'm gonna tear you in half! I'm gonna tear you in half!
The baby maker, I mean.
No getting away from us! Oh, no one threatens us!
You see the sort of irony and or juxtaposition there? He was using a Torque shotgun against Axton, who's good at using Torque shotguns. And I used a bandit shotgun against him, and he was a bandit. Finish him. I should have gone into fight for my life so I could score a second win with a melee strike. Just because it's fun.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor.
Still nothing interesting.
I'm at you whenever you need it.
Two words, my friend. No refund.
How long is this episode so far? Notice how I don't use keys? I want good weapons, but not game killer weapons.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of tenant.
Let's see what I can scrounge before I buy ammo. Always getting stuck on NPCs or scenery.
Sorry about blood.
I appreciate you saying that.
Didn't make you
What
feel
about Roland?
Jack killed my dog a lot slower.
So who else thinks Dahl assault rifles should be supplied with 30-round mags, bare minimum as per standard? Vladoff can have 40-rounders, bare minimum
Get your health and shields right here.
as per standard.
See you real soon, I'm sure. You can always trust the gun at your side.
If I was doing a TDR Allegiance run,
Well played.
I'd consider buying that. And if you're doing a TDR Allegiance run, you're probably playing Axton. However, I don't think TDR makes a class mod for Axton. Malawan colors.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
This would be pretty good if it had a fuse time
Don't die, I need your business.
of
Hope you've had your shots.
2.0 at the
Almost
highest.
dead? I can fix that. Patch you up whenever you need it.
What's bandages?
Just making sure everything is loaded, which it is. Thought it was. I always check over here to see if Mike's over here because I think he shows up there sometimes.
Might as well quit now.
Storm's coming.
It's storming right now. It's been storming on and off all day.
That for me is
April
all
showers. Bring May flowers.
Next time you're bleeding to death, just think.
Might as well do some gambling. Maybe I'll find an upgraded double tap. Tease. Weisenheimer, but with a TDR scope, which ruins it. I would never favor that over an electric Raykill of the same label color. Tease. A Torg. With a grody TDR scope. Tease. Five-round burst. I just don't need that. I have learned to sort of like dull sniper rifles, but I only like the Scout, which has a flat-off barrel. Tease. I found one with one of my other characters, a Dahl Scout, with an 18-round base mag capacity. And it's electric. And it's a blue one. Let's see what kind of accuracy this has. Has a bandit forearm and a Torg stock, so I'm not expecting great accuracy. Wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a blue or better Bad Touch Doom Cleaner. That's a great Krieg-style weapon. Can I get a blue 47 Teddy SMG? Or better. It would be a 48 in this case. You knew what I meant. Or a blue bandit launcher, non-elemental. I prefer Dahl assault rifles over Vlad. Not surprising since I'm a Western spy. Despite being a Slavovod. I'm fascinated by Eastern European culture not because of communism, but because of their resistance to communism. but also the resistance against fascism. I admire any and all cultures of resistance.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Keep it, sell it, keep it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, keep it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, keep it, sell it. Since I've got that Snyder, I don't really need this as a Karate. Sell it, sell it, sell it, keep it, sell the rest.
See you real soon, I'm sure.
Roughly a minute left till the changeover. Still need to buy ammo. I don't know why I like to aim at grenades right before they explode. Of course, that's only if they come out of these. Oh, just exactly what I wanted. A blue double tap. I think it even has the same scope. Deals less damage due to parts. Everything else is favorable. Let's compare parts.
All right, what do we got?
This has a Vladoff grip and a Torg stock, whereas this has a Jacob's grip and a Vladoff stock. Tease. Don't tease me like that, Marcus face. I actually like Vladoff barrels on Hyperion sniper rifles, but I don't like elemental Hyperion sniper rifles. Another one, Hyperion parts. Let's see what kind of accuracy it has. Not bad, not bad. Still keeping this one. Tease, tease. Under what circumstances would it be practical to use a burst fire weapon that has a 9-round mag? If I was playing Cell, I'd favor crowdsourcing over a Doom Cleaner. Tease. See how comparable these compare. Yeah. I could Zerk with these as a pair. Put the slagging gun in Sal's left hand. Tease. I've gone down below 2 million.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
Was hoping this would be an amp shield. It has the blue label Hyperion material type. That's always baffled me why they do that. With flat off. Got some use out of this. Now I can retire it since I've got a blue replacement.
Try not to die. Buy a gun already. Always happy to do business with a vault hunter.
Wouldn't mind a blue slag singularity. 1.8 fuse time would be fine.
You can never be too well armed. Check back later to see my new weapon of the day. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
He says that in Borderlands 1. 2 also as well, doesn't he?
It's a fine day, full of opportunities.
Doing this again soon enough. Sticky humming electric morale. Nah.
Don't die. I need your help.
Hope you've had your shots.
Set out.
Can I get a blue amp?
Get your health and shields right here.
Of course not. Blue 47 or better, I should say. Should I put anything in Clappy's secret stash? Maybe this. Because at this point I need shields that provide a capacity of 20,000 or better, regardless of all other stats and or effects. I keep saying slag launchers aren't my style. I might as well sell that one. And I guess I will, well, hold on just a moment, let me check something. Could do a little more gambling. Is it just me, or do these ignition primers remind you of bouncing Betty grenades? The shape and the lights and stuff. Only interested in blue or better Jakes. I like the sights on Blue Label TDR pistols, the iron sights. As long as the barrel has a front sight. I ever tell you that the Bandit Tri-Gun Shotgun Barrel is my overall fave tease? Works great on anything other than a TDR. And the reason for that tease is because with a TDR shotgun, the idea is to fire one single shot and then throw the shotgun at the enemy. So you want either a TDR or Hyperion barrel. But I only use TDR SMGs. Unless I were to do a TDR Allegiance run, which I probably won't, as I've mentioned before. Even though I know Axton would be, Axton is awesome for that.
If you got the money, I'll save your goddamn life.
My TDR pistol of choice, if we're talking standard issue, would be the Quick Shot. I know I've mentioned that before too, but I figure it's worth reiterating. I like that Vladov pistol barrel, but not on a Torg or Malawan revolver. Hey! Another Jericho. Let's see if its parts are better than the previous one, because I remember before I favored the Rakel. Oh! I don't prioritize base damage with an elemental weapon. I'm going to continue to favor the Rakel. And never mind the scope type. Tease. Doll on the Rakel, and what was the Hyperion on the Jericho. Tease. Not asking for a ledge. I'm perfectly happy with blues. Do you hear the storm outside that I keep mentioning? Keep it, sell it, keep it. Sell it. 1, 2, 3. That's what I sold. Yeah. I noticed there were 5 instead of 6, and I had gotten so accustomed to having 6 things there. Can go ahead and sell this. Got some use out of it though.
Check back later,
Just that I prefer the doll for its accuracy. And I'll stick this in here. I know I need to get some use out of the Scorpio in honor of Roland. Even though I've got this, which outmodes it. Alright. Catch you on the flip side and see you next mission, slabs.